Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for joining with us here, with me, for this important announcement regarding our Westchester County Complete Streets program. We are so thrilled to be joining all of you from the great city of New Rochelle, together with Mayor Yadira Ramos-Herbert and her team, and certainly Council Member Sarah Kay, who is here with us, to all show us an example of a potential complete street program and projects. Joining with us this afternoon is Commissioner of Planning Marco Lopez, David Kim, who is not only just a member of our Westchester County Transportation Board, but a trustee in the village of Tarrytown, and we're going to go from Sleepy Hollow and be able to go from there. They'll be able to talk about all the types of transformation that can happen when municipalities receive their funding from our Complete Streets program. We want to thank the members of the planning department, certainly all the ones that are here with us today, the transportation board, who worked so very hard on this important initiative. So today we're announcing $15 million funding in our capital budget for the Complete Streets program. The program is designed to assist our local municipalities with up to 50% of total project cost for the Complete Streets projects on municipal roadways. Some examples of Complete Street programs projects include sidewalks, bicycle lanes, bus lanes, crossing opportunities, accessible pedestrian signals, curb extensions, streetscape and landscaping improvements. Municipalities are going to have the opportunity to apply to Westchester County for assistance with design and construction, or for construction only. Applications are going to be available on our County Planning Department website, and there'll be a deadline of September 19, 2025 to submit those applications. So Complete Streets is a total approach to planning, designing, and building streets that prioritizes the needs of all road users, including the most vulnerable users like pedestrians and cyclists. With that, we're going to turn it over to our Commissioner of Planning, Marco Lopez, to get to us. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, County Executive. Good afternoon, everybody. The much anticipated release of information regarding the Complete Streets program has finally arrived, and the Department of Planning, we are very excited to support municipalities as they apply for these funds to bring their Complete Streets projects to life in their communities. As the County Executive emphasized, Complete Streets are streets for everyone. Like Westchester County government, local municipalities have embraced the responsibility to plan, design, build, operate, and maintain streets that provide safe access for all users, whether pedestrians, bicyclists, motorists, or transit riders of all ages and abilities. In 2024, the planning senior staff in our department met with most of our municipalities throughout the county. And a resounding theme that we heard time and time again through these conversations was their strong interest in complete streets. Many municipalities have already begun exploring this important concept. For example, Somers, Lewisboro, and New Rochelle have adopted complete streets policies. Additionally, municipalities like, once again, the city of New Rochelle, Mount Kisco, and Tarrytown have formed complete streets committees to further advance these initiatives. Recognizing the great work that is being done at the grassroots level, the county is proud to provide funding to assist municipalities with their local projects. I want to take a moment to thank the many people within the planning department who worked diligently these past couple of years to develop this program, gathering input from municipalities and collaborating with our colleagues at the Department of Public Works and Transportation, all under the expert guidance of Deputy Commissioner Gail Katzman. From the planning team, I especially want to acknowledge my colleague, Stephen Courage, who is the Associate Transportation Planner. We will be hearing more from Stephen in a little bit. He is the project manager for this initiative. And I also want to thank David Kavinga, who is our Assistant Commissioner, Craig Lader, the Director of Transportation in Planning, and Michael Lipkin, our Associate Land Use Planner, as well as the technical expertise of Suzette Lopine, who is our Principal Planner at Urban Design. Without their dedicated efforts and the funding allocated through the capital plan, budget, the county's capital budget, this program would not be possible. As we move forward, I encourage all municipalities to take advantage of this funding opportunity and continue their efforts to create safer, more inclusive streets. Thank you.
That's it.
Okay.
All right, up next, we're going to hear from Stephen Courage, who's our Associate Transportation Planner, get his thoughts on this great Complete Streets program. Steve.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name's Stephen Courage. I'm a transportation planner for the county, and I'm the project manager for the Complete Streets Municipal Assistance Program.
That's good.
Complete Streets are streets that enable the safe use and support mobility for all road users. They're not a one-size-fits-all solution. They can include a wide range of elements depending on the needs of the local street. Complete Streets can mean adding new sidewalks so that residents can walk to meet friends and family, and so that transit riders have a safe way to get home from their stop. Complete Streets can mean creating safe street crossings so that children can walk to school safely. It can mean creating safe places to ride a bike, enabling a form of transportation that is quiet, pollution-free, and healthy. In our downtowns and villages, it can mean creating vibrant plazas that provide gathering places and support local businesses. We all benefit from Complete Streets. For the many Westchester County residents without access to a car, alternative modes of transportation are a true lifeline. Increased travel options can reduce congestion and improve air quality for all residents of the county. Road redesigns that include elements such as traffic calming and designated turning lanes, like we will see here on Quaker Ridge Road, can substantially reduce the likelihood of life-altering car crashes. To support the completion of local completes projects, the county has made $15 million of funding available to Westchester municipalities to apply for design and construction funding on local roads. Municipalities can apply for up to 50% of the total project costs. To be eligible for funding, potential applicants must have completed a conceptual design and conducted appropriate public outreach. Funding is available for either design and construction, or if design has already been completed, for construction only. Applications will be selected on a competitive basis. Some of the evaluation criteria will consider, among other factors, the extent of the safety improvements of the proposed project, the degree to which the project will encourage travel by foot, transit, and bicycle, and the likelihood of project success. For more information, potential applicants should go to the Westchester County Department of Planning's website. There's also going to be 4 information sessions that I'm going to be conducting on Thursday, June 12th at 11 a.m., Monday, June 23rd at 1 p.m., Tuesday, July 1st at 11 a.m., Tuesday, July 15th at 1 p.m. All municipalities considering applying are strongly encouraged to join these info sessions. To register, you need to reach out to me, Stephen Courage. It's sace@westchestercountyny.gov. And additional information will be sent out to municipalities and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. I know our Department of Planning is working with our Department of Public Works and Transportation on the Quaker Bridge, which is in another part of the county. We're doing a lot of work there, so I can understand how come we have Quaker and Bridge on the mind, because we're doing a replacement bridge there that's been closed for the last 6 months or so, with a tremendous bridge replacement project. But here on Quaker Ridge Road, here in the great city of New Rochelle, we are so pleased to be here with the mayor of New Rochelle, Yadira Ramos-Herbert, her city manager, Will Melendez, and council member, who I believe represents this part of the world, council member Sarah Kay. We're going to ask them all to come up, and Mayor first, and then Will, and then Sophie to share that.
Thank you, County Executive. Greetings on behalf of New Rochelle and our beloved Quaker Ridge Road. We are so thrilled to have the opportunity to vigorously apply for this grant. We are one of those municipalities for whom design is complete. We just have a funding gap. And I just want to add a little bit of texture of what Complete Streets will do for us here on Quaker Ridge Road. To the left behind me is Ward Elementary School, one of the county's largest schools, serving 1,000 babies ages 4 to 11 every day for school. To my immediate left is our beloved Ward Acres Park, home to our dog run and opportunities for respite in our warm summer months. To my right is Albert Leonard Elementary School, home of about 1,500 kids, ages about 11 to 14. Every day, close to 3,000 kids are traversing this road. That doesn't add the buses, the parents, the caregivers, the guardians. It doesn't add the dog and mom, the mom and dad dog folks that come here. It doesn't add the after-school activities to be able to do a trail or a hike sponsored by our parks department. It doesn't even consider the bicyclists or the runners that use Quaker Ridge to connect to the next municipality or get a good hill workout. So this kind of funding will only do so much to improve the everyday lives of residents, and I'm partial to New Rochelle residents in particular. Grateful to have our commissioners of development and parks here, Adam Salgado, Vince Parisi, our deputy commissioner of development, Seth Kay, our grant specialist, who I saw vigorously taking notes, Nick Sufis, Benito Ceja, and our deputy city manager, Todd Castaldo. I know the team is ready for this application, ready to vigorously and competitively submit our materials, and crossing our fingers for a ribbon cutting here soon because of the county's support. Our city manager, Wilma Lund, doesn't say a few words. Dad.
Thank you. First, I want to thank the county executive and his staff for generating this program. We're one step closer away to actually shovel in the ground on a very important initiative for the city of New Rochelle. I want to thank our staff who's put years into this, put a lot of heart and soul into a really great design. We've heard what our residents want, right? I get the emails, the phone calls, like every day. And as part of being the former deputy, the commissioner of public works, filling potholes is not the solution, right? Things, especially in a concrete roadway with asphalt. So it just makes sense. And like the mayor said, around schools, and you see it. It's what our residents want, and it all contributes to our quality of life initiative. So it's really going to address not only roadway conditions, safety issues, but really a quality of life that we all need and deserve here in New Rochelle. So thank you. Thanks again to the county for this opportunity to talk.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, Mayor Ramos Herbert, and certainly Councilmember Sarah Kinney, as well for being here, and all of the team here from New Rochelle, from the various departments that have been working diligently to be able to be at this point, and they're looking forward. I'm confident, as the mayor said, of looking forward to vigorously submitting the application, and certainly this is one of those opportunities in doing that. At this time, I want to bring up a village trustee from the village of Tarrytown, and certainly he is on the transportation board. He's a member of our transportation board. He works so hard in that as well, but he's also a trustee in Tarrytown. We want to make sure to always shout that out. At this point in time, a good friend of ours, David Kim. David.
Thanks. Thank you, Executive Jenkins. As he mentioned, that I'm a trustee of the Village of Tarrytown. My main focus has been on Route 9 active transportation study, or the complete street study that's been ongoing for the last 5 years. The reason why it takes so long is because we're dealing with the New York State DOT, the state authority. But hopefully, we're very excited for this project, for this program, that will help us within our municipality to help improve some of the conditions that will help make it easier to get around for all people and everyone in the village. This program is, it aims to help our communities undertake important changes to our streets, changes that enhance safer connections to places we need or want to go, whether we walk, bike, or drive, scooter or drive. The important part to me, portion of this, which is the focus on vulnerable road users. So as a father of two school-age kids and also a caregiver to an aging mother, it is very important to me that they, I mean, I often drive them around, but at the same time, I want to have them be able to have the independence and feel safe to get around on their own as well. So the other vulnerable road users are not just the oldest and the youngest among us, but also the ones that have the limited means, meaning it's very expensive to afford a car. It's usually for a household, it's north of $12,000 a year to hold and to operate and maintain a car. So those that have limited means, or those that are in wheelchairs or are mobility challenged. So we want to make it so that make our places, our communities, places where it's easier to get around, to just do daily things, as well as to mainly to see and be seen by neighbors and connect with neighbors. The goal to increase the travel options is worthy of this investment or resource. So I want to really thank the planning department for their initiative in this undertaking, and the county administration for backing the important priority of improving mobility for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, David. And certainly one of the things that we continue to focus on here is that this $15 million appropriation for capital dollars for the Complete Street programs would not have happened without the leadership on our county board of legislators to be sure to put that funding in place. So there's always a teamwork opportunity for us in the county of Westchester. Whenever we think about the things like Complete Streets, and David Kim pointed that out, Trustee Kim pointed it out as well. Things take a long time, and the city of New Rochelle, as pointed out by the mayor, has already had a not only a conceptual plan, a very detailed plan, and it's just a funding gap at this point in time. That's going to be the case in so many different municipalities where they've started to do things, listening as Will Melinda said, the city manager here in New Rochelle, to the various concerns and opportunities that the residents and constituents present, and whether those are by email, by telephone, or even seeing folks just walking up and down in the community, as everyone here will make sure to do. And the leadership from our Department of Planning, Commissioner Lopez and Stephen Courage, and all of the members that are going to help navigate through this. And with us here this afternoon is Aviva Meyer from our county executives team, and who is the liaison from us to the Department of Planning and Public Works and Transportation to be able to do this. I have this just fun story because once upon a time when I was a tad bit younger, okay, it was like 40 plus years younger, I used to play ball in Albert Leonard in the open gym, right? And I also did some work in playing with some other folks here in New Rochelle at one of the other schools in New Rochelle. And I had my Achilles tendon torn, right? In playing those things. Yeah, we're not all as young as we used to be, right? And because it was a impact injury, it wasn't something just running around like a lot of Achilles tendon issues are. I had an opportunity to be in a cast for 7 weeks, and you don't understand how important sidewalks are until you have to get around, whether that's with crutches like I had to do, or as many people have to do with wheelchairs, or if they have children in carriages, and little things like sidewalks and curb cuts make a huge difference. And not everyone is blessed to have what we have here on Quaker Ridge Road, sidewalks in the community. So every community has challenges, and they try to figure out different ways to do this. This is a great partnership with the county to be able to move this forward. There are going to be some initial sessions that are coming up. Stephen Curry pointing those out, but our intergovernment relations team led by Steve Bass and Andrew Burrs will make sure to reach out to everyone on the local municipality levels to let them know about this great program moving forward. But also in the community, you can certainly bring that information to your local village town or city municipal governments, because they are working hard on this and they have been listening to you. And we just want to make sure that we continue this partnership. So there's $15 million Complete Streets program with the applicant process that will end sometime in September with 4 initial work sessions that will be led by Stephen Courage. And certainly they'll be recorded so people can continue to follow up with all the great professionals that we have in every municipal government that's around. So again, this is a great opportunity for improving the community. And as the mayor pointed out here, on one side of the street is Ward Elementary, and on the other side of the street is Albert Leonard Middle School. But at the end of the day, this is a major thoroughfare, right? Just like Route 9 is in Tarrytown, Broadway, whichever things that we call it, but it's still Route 9. We're at a major thoroughfare. This is the way to get across the county to the other municipalities. In New Rochelle, this is one of the 2 or 3 ways to do that. So it's so important to do that, and every municipality has that. So in my small hamlet in a place called Yonkers, where we have the opportunities to have sidewalks in many places and opportunities to do this and make those levels of improvements, it's not even across all of Yonkers. So again, this is a great opportunity for municipalities to get involved. It's another great opportunity for the county to partner with our local municipalities to make this all happen. We're looking forward to this. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, City of New Rochelle, Mayor Yadira Ramos-Herbert, Council Member Sarah Kay, and certainly the City Manager, Will Melendez, and all of the other departments that are here with us. Trustee David Ken from the Village of Tarrytown, and a Transportation Board member of the Westchester County Transportation Board. Blanca Lopez, our Commissioner, our dynamic and outstanding Commissioner of Planning. Stephen Courage, our Associate Transportation Planner, and everyone else that's here. This is why we are doing this great work together, because again, we always work as a team, up and down from the county, our state level, and certainly all of our local levels. And this municipal Complete Street programs is just another example of that. We're looking forward to making this happen with everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'm County Executive Ken Jenkins, and have a great day. Awesome.